Even though he offers sacrifices in high places, like God forbade King Solomon to do. We see here that this Balaam would tell all of the kings of Moab to build him 7 altars on mountaintops. He would sacrifice rams and bulls on these altars to learn aspects of these people. Yet this is his God. This is his God. We see in the Bible, verse 9, chapter 22. And God came to Balaam and said, what men are these with thee? He's having a conversation with Balaam as if he knows him. He doesn't say, take your shoes off. You're on holy ground. I am the God. I am the most high God of Israel. He does not introduce himself. And God came unto Balaam. I'm going to back up verse 8. And he said unto them, lodge here this night, and I will bring you word again, as the Lord shall speak unto me. And the princes of Moab abode with Balaam. He's saying, hold on. This even makes it worse. He's saying that he can conjure the Spirit of God, and it must come and speak to him. Many of y'all can't even do that, y'all. You know it. This is a surety. This is like a Daniel episode we're seeing here. He's saying, relax yourself, friend. Stay here tonight. I'm going to go and I'm going to, and he said unto them, lodge here this night, and I will bring you word again, as the Lord shall speak unto me. And the Lord shall speak unto me. He didn't say, I pray that the Lord will speak to you. He said, the Lord shall speak unto me. There's a surety here. This signifies a relationship. This signifies that this sorcerer Balaam has contacted God many times, friend. It's nothing for him. God knows his voice. Friend. And God came unto Balaam and said, what men are these with thee? And Balaam said unto God, Balak the son of Zippor, king of Moab, have sent unto me, saying, behold, there is a people come out of Egypt, which covereth the face of the earth. Come now, curse me them. Peradventure I shall be able to overcome them and drive them out. And God said unto Balaam, thou shalt not go with them. Thou shalt not curse the people, for they are blessed. God said no. God said no. But he wants to do it. Why? Because of earthly riches. These kings have come with a tremendous amount of promises of riches. Anything he wants, he can get. Anything he wants, he can get. If he could curse these people. And this is what provokes him to say, if you give me all your silver and all your gold, I cannot do more or less. I cannot go beyond the word of my God. You see, in God's kingdom, there are lesser gods. You and I were planted right here in this kingdom to ascend to a level of godliness. That is your creation here. It's not to get lost in all the nonsense. It's not to be a running back for somebody else's program. That's not what you were created to do, friend. You were created to ascend to a level of godliness. Not in the form of wickedness, doing wickedness for other people, running somebody else's play, because all that's going to do is curse you. You're going to be able to do as much as you want to do, and them people are going to sit up and look at you like, I wouldn't do that. Don't do that. And you're going to try, you're going to try, you're going to try. And you will set yourself on a trajectory of learning from your mistakes, costly mistakes, costs. This is why he says I can't do it. He wants to do it. How do I know? And Balaam answered and said unto the servants of Balak, if Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the word of the Lord my God to do less or more. This is where it goes. Verse 19. Now therefore I pray you, tarry ye also here this night, that I may know what the Lord will say unto me more. He's saying in Old English verbiage, I'll see if God will, I'll ask God again and see what God says. That's basically what he's saying. He's saying, I told you I can't do no more or no less than what God says. But since you really want me to do this, I'll ask God again and see what he says. Stay here tonight and I'll come back and tell you what he says. And God came, verse 20, and God came unto Balaam at night. Again, God comes again. Whenever Balaam calls him, God comes. This is relationship. This lets somebody like me know that Balaam has a very strong relationship with God. Because in the world of spirit, friends, spirits don't show up to just anybody. They don't fool with everybody like that. Especially God. Now therefore I pray you, And God came unto Balaam at night and said unto him, if the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I shall say unto thee, that which thou shalt do. So God says, nobody shows what the question was that Balaam asked, but we can tell by the response that God has given, it has to do with, can Balaam go and do what these people want him to do? And the contingencies are that if the people come to call you, if they come and seek you out and ask you to go with them, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I shall say unto thee, that which thou shalt do. He's saying, and when you go with them, I will give you further directives as to what you shall do and what you shall say next. But Balaam doesn't do that. Balaam is so anxious to get this money. He wants the money and the riches that these people have offered him. That he feels like, okay, that's a green light. God said, okay. So I'm just going to get up and go with them. But the vital factor was that God said that they must come and seek you out again. And this legitimizes me allowing you to go with them. You see, the things that we think are nothing mean something in God's kingdom. There must be a cause for a particular effect in God's kingdom. A lot of times. And this is that. But Balaam, not being God, does not know that. And because he's so anxious and he wants the material wealth, he justifies bending the rules. He's saying, okay, God said if they come and seek me out, I can go. So that really means I can go. So I'm just going to get up and go. I'm going to go seek them out. And the next verse says, and Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass and went with the princes of Moab. But that's not what God told him to do. God said, if they come to you again, then you go. And then I will tell you what you will say to them as you move in that direction. And because of that, Balaam is stopped. He's harmed. God sends an angel upon him. And he has this unfortunate set of events. But this is the purpose of the conversation. One is to show that There are those that perform certain activities outside of those within the house of Israel that still honor God. And the second is that people will entice you with all kinds of worldly riches to do wickedness, friend. Wickedness that they know themselves that they would not do. They don't want to pay that price, but they will entice you to pay it. And they will justify it by way of exchanging dust, money, comforts. But you're going to have to pay the price for that. And the price for it is more expensive than any money that they could give you. Balaam would get up and go with the Moabites, but he wouldn't be able to do anything. Just because he got up and went only showed his disregard for God. And it held him in judgment. And because of that, he was punished. He received a response from that. But it didn't mean that he was going to be able to curse these people. This is the part. You dig yourself into this situation, trying so hard to do what God said you can't do. And it only negatively affects you. When do we get to a place where we look at ourselves and begin